Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War, where you see that right now, much of Britain belongs to me. Apart from the bit that belongs to Portugal, don't ask, Portugal's just Portugal. You can't explain Portugal, it's just a thing. Apart from Ireland, which belongs to Scotland, don't ask about the Irish, apparently they're just happy with the Scottish moving in, it's just Celtic solidarity or something. Inverness is just an independent flipping wooden castle the Scottish never bothered to go and take for whatever reason. Edinburgh belongs to me. And yes, there's just some kind of slightly scrappy Scottish forces that really wanted to take Wales as well. They desperately wanted to have Ireland and Wales, despite the fact they don't even have Scotland anymore. So I'm not really sure what Scotland are planning to do next. But I've taken Edinburgh, and I've also carried off 21,000 florins at the same time. So I've got a very, very healthy amount of money right now. And I do like having a very healthy amount of money. Speaking of which, let's just retrain some troops down here in Nottingham that needed retraining. Then we do have a small problem. Over here in Angers, which I've taken off the French, we've got plague. First plague of the game, unless one happened like completely off camera I didn't actually even see. It's possible one could have happened to, say, the Byzantines. Because the Byzantines do start off with, like, you know, the biggest city in the game, in Constantinople. I believe it starts off bigger than Rome in population. Though actually the Byzantines do have, like, special, unique buildings in the form of aqueducts to get Romany-style aqueducts. So generally their sanitation's a bit better than other factions, so maybe not. But there might have been one in, say, in Egypt at some point I just totally missed. It's hard to say. But anyway, this is the first one we've actually seen. So we've got Plague, just like in Rome 1, it spreads if you move troops around. So basically, I just have to keep troops locked away in here until such time as the Plague subsides. Otherwise, I might accidentally spread the Plague, and we don't want that. That'd be bad. It's kind of a bit of a waste kind of retraining these guys, but I may as well retrain the ones that are more damaged, just in case the French attack anyway, and take advantage of the weakness. It would be kind of stupid, because then they just end up with a plague-ridden city and an army that's also got the Plague. And also, if they do, they might start spreading it, and I don't want it spread. Now, there is a danger here, which is we know France loves its agents. It's got spies and assassins everywhere. Now, spies and assassins, just like in Rome 1, are totally a way of spreading plague, like I once did to poor Thrace, if I recall correctly, in Rome 1. Though, potentially France might be about to do that accidentally, so we'll need to keep an eye on that. Now, who wants some money spent on them? Ah, Cannes is literally ready for a citadel right this moment. Though admittedly that will be a bit of a waste, given we've just taken over Angers right here. I think Cannes is fine as a fortress, to be perfectly honest. Toulouse also wants to be a citadel. Screw you, Toulouse. Actually, Toulouse has a better case for being a citadel, because Toulouse is kind of like, you know, the barrier between our Northern Empire and French Spain down here. So there might be a bit of an argument for that, but let's just retrain these guys for the time being. We'll come back to that. I'd rather pay attention to the cities first. Ah yes, and I'd forgotten, the flipping Moors also attacked Corsica for, I think this is their third attempt to take it. It's not quite as obsessive as the flipping Hungarians and their attempt to take Vienna, which I believe has now happened, I think it was the fifth attempt they actually took it, and I believe they've actually got to the walls of Nuremberg. Actually, only twice. They've only actually made it and put Nuremberg under siege twice, and they've been beaten back twice. So it's not quite a Vienna and Hungary situation yet, but it's getting there. The Moors, quite frankly, need a bit of help. But you know what? Genoa's making excellent money right now. I'm going to give them a great market. Why the bloody hell not? Metz can have a practice range purely because, yeah, they're very, very close by to the Imperial, so it might be nice to be able to train some actual Norse Archers there. Rhymes, do you need anything? No, I think you're okay for the time being. I think in all fairness, actually, the European territories always get first dibs on the money when I've got big amounts of money sloshing around. So probably what I ought to do is have a little look, see what's going on in, like, you know, the old heartland, like our house. Our house is pretty under control, actually. That does remind me, I've got this guy who is, yeah, good at trade, just floating around here. So hang on, which out of our house and Hamburg makes the most money in trade? You make 2,300 over in our house. Hang on. Meanwhile, in Hamburg, it's... oh, only 1,900. Right, you go up to our house if you can make it there. Very, very nice indeed. And make even more flipping money. Lovely. We've already got a flipping great marked up there and everything. Marvellous. And you'll get the growth rate up a little bit as well, which is beautiful. So that'll take still a little while. You know what? Screw it. Have some irrigation. Why don't you just grow a little bit faster? Oslo can have a fairground, that's nice and cheap. Stockholm's already building something. Poor Helsinki. Poor Helsinki, which we live in hope will one day do something useful, but you know what, let's just lower the tax rate just to speed this up a bit. Vikinggrad seems to be under control too. I'll give them crop rotation, bit of extra farming money. Moscow, I think, is under control as well. Needs some of you guys retraining. Ooh, some very, very good quality spear militia here. Very well done. Yes, and the Russian attack force continuing its journey over towards Russia, but unfortunately these guys look like they'll actually beat me there. But that's fine, I'll probably just siege them out. It's 9 turns, that's annoying. Never mind, I think it'll still be better just to wait them out, quite frankly. I mean, the forces at Sarkel could just head south at this point. There's actually, wait, does that say the rebel capital right there? No, rebel castle, unfortunately. Some steppe rebels, only 5 units. But admittedly, the Mongols are literally heading in this direction. This is probably not the right time to go and do that. Any chance you can find the next group of... No, if there are more Mongols you're trying to join up with, we can't find them, unfortunately. Oh, we've got a heretic floating around. Let's just quickly get him down. That will be worth it for you. Actually, I should have given that to one of the priests. You're already flipping 10 out of 10, and you're 56, so you'll never be Pope. Now, as for Adana, I'd say these guys can finally have some roads. That'd be nice, now they've actually got a flipping actual castle there. Lovely. Antioch is actually growing to a major city. Aleppo is... that's 9,000 before it becomes a flipping citadel, but it's growing really fast, plus 7% a turn, thanks to King Steve, which is marvellous. So, go on then. Actually, you know what, you've already got a practice range. You don't really need an archery range, because I'd rather have Norse Archers anyway. Because, yeah, Norse Archers can actually fight, and normal archers do better on walls, whereas crossbowmen actually have, like, half the defense. Like, they've got 8 defense to 16, whereas these guys have also got melee attack 11 to melee attack 6. So, sure, you've got the armor piercing, but it's only 2 higher. And yeah, I think I'm just better off with Norse Archers, to be honest. Crossbowmen are a bit of a waste for the Danish faction for the most part, though admittedly very useful in certain situations if you're going up against heavy cavalry. Yeah, let's just get a basic drill square in Aleppo. Aleppo might actually be more of a front line against the Mongols than I was expecting, so just in case. As for Acre, does that even need anything anymore, or is Acre now under control? Probably worth just retraining you lot. Why the bloody hell not, eh? Chapel ×2, Castle Library, Baron Stables definitely isn't required, don't need any of that. Let's just get an armourer underway. It would be worth having some good armouring facilities here so we don't need to move everything down to Gaza for retraining. As for Gaza itself, ooh, yeah, Master Armourer. I would like to have Master Armourer, but hold off for now. Hold off for now. We can do without it. Full plate is lovely, but we can do without it. And that's most of the money spent, in fact. Only 4,000 left over. That's fine. Now, Corsica, what's the situation down here? Let's just quickly begin a fake Sally battle. What have you brought? Ah! Okay, they've still brought some flipping artillery, but nowhere near as much. This is actually more of a traditional force right here. Probably best to just let them come, quite frankly. What are they even bringing? Desert Archers are really good in the open field, but won't be useful actually taking a city, because, yeah, that melee attack and defense, while it's okay, isn't great. Basic spear militia and town militia will be useless on the walls as well. Cavalry significantly underwhelming. Little spearmen, not bad, but again, not going to be able to stand up to actual proper heavy infantry supported by walls. Yeah, I'm just going to let those guys come. Anything I need to know about you? You are a drill master, good, -1 morale, but dauntless +2 morale. Anything else relevant there? Dislikes the papacy. Well, you are a Muslim, that's not really particularly surprising. So, we'll let them come to ours. What about the French? What have you built by now? Okay, 1 tower, 3 rams. Interesting. Right, yeah. Perfect world. I'd like to be able to get some stuff down to help out with you. What's even here? Honestly, we could probably do a lot in the open field just by getting some cavalry into the rear, just slam into their trebuchets, take the trebuchets out of the game. Wouldn't hurt at all. What can we get here? Some basic stuff there, just some Norse swordsmen. What have you got over here? Not much. Merchant cavalry militia, pretty much bloody useless. There's nothing up here but bloody town militia and town watchers and whatever. Not much use. Yes. Wouldn't hurt just to have a little bit of reinforcements coming in from the rear, quite frankly. I will simply send 2 units to stand over here. And you can stand over here, together with 1 unit of Norse Archers as well. Lovely. So, that's just a little bit of extra strength just to run into the battlefield once we're actually done. So, once they begin, we'll just have a little bit of extra strength coming up, including, of course, some extra cavalry, just basically try and slam into the rear of them and take out the trebuchets if they can. Yeah, take out the trebuchets, they'll be in a lot of trouble. Maybe send... Yeah, you know what? Send some extra flipping crossbow militia, just in case to support as well. There we go. Even more strength coming in there. This force I might actually just put under AI control. Actually, no, I can't put under AI control. If I put under AI control, then the horses won't do what I want them to, which is go for the trebuchets. Right, don't worry about that for the time being. It'll be fine. Also, do I have a... Yeah, I've got a really good spy locked away in here, and he's only 30 as well. Darn it, I should have actually got him out of there. Though I do also have a... Ooh. Okay, Anund the Killer is just in Pesantwerp. What are you doing in there? You're not supposed to be there. You are supposed to be over here, taking out flipping Inquisitors. And we've got the old snake in the bed trick again. Sadly, actually, there's a lot of interesting ones. Like, I like the one where you push the giant rock off the top of the bridge. That one's kind of funny. We haven't seen that one a lot in this playthrough. We've just seen a lot of snakes in the bed. And that looks promising to me. In goes the snake. And down he goes. Lovely, marvellous. I think after it gets to the snake in the bed, as long as it crawls into the bed, it can't go wrong. Right, you've done very, very nicely indeed. That's another Inquisitor down. We've actually done a good job getting rid of the bloody plague of Inquisitors, quite frankly. What else is even left, in fact? There's... Hang on, I'm just kind of scanning for some Inquisitors right now. We've taken out you. I think there's one, like, way up here. Yeah. There's actually one over here, and there's another way up here, but in all fairness, just leave him alone, whatever. I think that might be the only two on the field now. We've actually managed to entirely clear Europe out of Inquisitors, which is marvellously good news. Also, someone's got flipping Rome itself under siege. Ah, the Egyptians. Alright, fine, lovely. And the Pope, meanwhile, is in Rome all by himself. So if you were in the mood to, like, you know, go and take out Rome, now would be an excellent time to do it. We don't have to. Actually, the interesting thing is, Spain, one of their grand campaign conditions is they do actually have to own Rome to win the game. So they eventually do have to go to war against the Pope and actually take land off the Pope, which is kind of funny. So I guess, like, afterwards they, like, you know, say sorry by immediately giving the Pope a different territory to live on instead, a much worse territory, because Rome is quite valuable. It does actually make sense, by the way, because in actual Spanish history, yeah, the Spanish did actually go to war against the Pope, and then beat him, and then immediately kind of apologise for it. If I remember correctly, that was King... was it King Ferdinand II? Am I misremembering? I might be. It's been a long time since I've done any reading around Spanish history. Still, let's just get some more troops in production at Cannes and Iron Einstein, just so we've got some troops floating around. Norse Archers supported by some heavy cavalry and some dismounted Huskars won't hurt. Right, just move my spy over into Bordeaux. Keep an eye on... Ah, the Factionaire, lovely. And the Factionaire's not very good either. To be perfectly honest, we've got Introverted, but avoids the truth, +1 authority, that's fine. Ah, but quite mad, -2 authority, not making sense most of the time, often launching into tirades of utter nonsense. Beautiful. So yeah, France currently has a terrible king and also a terrible flipping Factionaire, so better and flipping better. And we've also got a new good quality spy being trained up very quickly up there, already up to 6 out of 10, beautiful. Now, before we make any big moves around, say, Nottingham or Edinburgh, I want to see what the Scottish do next, as well as seeing what the French do next, and the Moors too, together with keeping an eye on the bloody Mongols. I suspect there's got to be more Mongols around here somewhere. I just need to find the bastards. I suspect they might be just behind the mountains next to Yerevan. Yeah, I reckon that's all we're going to be able to do this turn broadly. I'm just going to end things off here and see what everyone does next. Man incompetent king stays in Dijon, no movement from him, he's probably bloody terrified. Morse, uh-oh. French spy coming up on Angers. If he goes in there, gets kicked out and then moves elsewhere, he's going to start spreading the plague and he just successfully infiltrated. I am concerned the plague is going to start spreading. That's not the big plague, there's a big plague thing, there's actually a major event. The Black Plague is a big event in this game where basically huge numbers of territories are going to start suffering from the plague simultaneously. It's going to spread like wildfire and it just spreads automatically because it's just supposed to be super virulent. So it's not about moving troops around, it just happens anyway. And it wipes out huge amounts of populations and it devastates your tax revenue, but it's not for a long time. That's like really close to the end of the game, like literally close to the end of the clock. So that's like maybe 100 turns or something out. It's very last minute. It happens very close to the end of the game. So we don't have to worry about that for some time. This is just normal plague, but it could get out of hand very quickly if France's 10 million agents start becoming plague carriers. Ah, this is interesting. The Venetian crusading army is actually going to take on that Polish army, not the city itself. Right, well that does me a favour. How are you doing, by the way? And the Polish army's been defeated, but a large part of it does seem to have survived. Fine, so almost more of a skirmish. You coming over to do a bit more? Ooh. Honestly, it feels like the banner of the Venetian army is actually lower than the Polish army, but whatever. Second battle, attempting it again, and we've got assistance request. Wait, what? How is that possible? How is that even involving me? Do you wish to accept the request? Yes! Why the bloody hell not? How am I involved in this? I don't know, but apparently I'm involved in this now. Wait, why did you even call me over if they're just going to immediately back off? You could have had that. Did we help? I don't know if we helped. That was really odd. Okay, fine, whatever. I've just been called over there and there wasn't actually a battle. But it feels like the banner was weaker, so possibly I just stood nearby and looked menacing and that, like, provided emotional support to the Venetians. I'm genuinely not sure what just happened. Ah, that crappy Sicilian force that came up to Egypt seems to be backing off, finally. The Scottish diplomats wandering around, probably starting to really, really regret what they've done, because they've lost Wales, they've lost Scotland, which is a real problem for Scotland. Now they've got nothing left but a large town where they can't really train anything. So at this point, any army they train is going to be pretty bloody pathetic. Byzantines want to have a word, possibly going to be begging for an alliance. Nope, don't want anything in fact. And, interestingly, the Russians could not resist the lure of a watchtower to go and stand next to. But the Moors coming up. Ooh, if they want peace, they can flip and have it rather than me having to actually deal with them. No, they were just trying to bribe me, I think. No matter. The Portuguese, meanwhile, are going up against the... Ooh, right, so the first crusading army falls. Fails to take the city, but does do a lot of damage to the defenders. The Portuguese also... No, don't do it. Don't do it, you mad, stupid bastards. Well, the stupidity of Portugal knows no flipping end. Right, so they've decided to put York under siege with the world's smallest army. Good luck with that, you stupid, mad bastards. Well, on the plus side, this is a good spur for me to finally create a proper fleet, because the Portuguese will just keep coming forever, because they're lunatics. So we should actually just create a proper, big, nice fleet that we can basically just use to chase them off. Okay, now, Poland. What are you planning to do now? Because now you've got what looks like a half-stack army over in your capital. You've got a third-stack army that's run away from the Venetians somewhere. Right, the Hungarians are coming in for their go next up. Did they actually... I think they just put it under siege. We didn't actually see it under siege, but I think that is what happened. Right, so they're going to get second crack at it. They may or may not succeed. Obviously, the game really does acknowledge defenders' advantage and give a really strong advantage to the defenders. So potentially, they might lose as well. If so, then probably I get a crack at it, which would be lovely. So at this point, we're kind of cheering for Hungary to lose. I would have cheered for them to win previously. I would have loved to see their territory expanding, but then they attacked me for no well-explained reason, so screw them. And there's the Papal States army. Hang on, where was that? I forgot the Papal States even had a flipping crusading army, but yeah, that's why the Pope's all in his own right now. His entire bodyguard's just naffed off to Poland to do some conquering. And the Mongols continue their never-ending little jaunt. Hang on, no, we found them. We found the guys they're trying to loop up with. We've got them. Good. Right, I was completely right. They're just trying to loop up with 2 more stacks. Once they actually loop together, they'll probably resume their march towards Adana. Though possibly they might go a different way now, and actually it might be one of the other cities that's on the front line. Still, good to know our instincts were indeed correct there. And we have got ourselves... Ooh! Right! The Pope doesn't want me at war with Scotland anymore. Well, that's a-okay. Honestly, I'm happy to just leave Scotland alone. I'm not in a hurry to deal with the situation in Dublin and knock them out once and for all. At this point, the Pope loves Venice. They're a little bit annoyed at me for the whole situation, but I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine for now. We could just focus our attention on... Actually, the Pope likes Poland almost as much as me at this point, so I suspect they'll be reconciled after the Crusaders done. They've got... Oh, no. No, 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 no. The Hungarians did not put the city under siege. Well, this is suddenly intriguing. But we do have a problem, which is I can't get into position to actually attack these guys. But actually, a lot of damage has been done. Okay, fine. Okay, just go around here. Put it under siege. Okay, beautiful. Maintain the siege for the time being. Hang on, now we're a bit close. Can we see what we're taking on? We've got family member. I swear there was more in there than that previously. I think some of it's died. Okay. So actually, it feels like the army in here is not actually that tough. So just go up in here. We've got... Wait, I've taken... Right, I think possibly a battle I didn't even see auto-resolved did take place with the Venetians, because some of my troops have taken some slight knocks. Okay, interesting. I have no bloody clue. Right, 2 rams and 2 of that. This is a city, so that should be more than enough. Leave that be. Right, so we are actually going to get the Polish capital. Marvellous. Cardinal promoted. It's another Portuguese guy. They've got 2 at this point. Right, so the Scottish and the Portuguese have declared a truce because Portugal wants to attack me, because everyone in the world wants to attack me. Marvellous. Noble life ends. A cardinal over in Damascus has passed away. Very, very sad indeed. End of turn report looking fine. Still in Angers, it has not spread, but I'm worried it might start spreading any moment. York's been attacked by Portugal. That's fine. That means the Pope will probably turn a blind eye to me going and taking Wales too. Now, what's even bloody here? This better be something... Actually, it's more than I was expecting from that banner. That feels like the banner should be more full than that, but whatever. You know what? They might even be able to flipping win that one against the forces I've got here, which is not very much at all. Unfortunately, what they didn't properly calculate was I've got a load of really good troops down the road in Nottingham I've been preparing for just this eventuality. But before we decide where to commit money and troops, what's the situation here in France? Okay, they've now got, 1 siege tower, 3 rams. They might move in at any point, but they're kind of taking their sweet time, to be honest. And my troops still can't leave Angers, unfortunately. Fine. Don't worry about that. We've now got Krakow under siege. We need to relieve York before it becomes a problem. Right. Honestly, let's just send all this up here. This should be more than enough to win by itself. So you, get up there. No! He's actually willing to give battle, which I'm surprised at, but okay. I feel like this should be a... Well, it would be a fairly simple victory, aside from the fact, yeah, they've actually got some decent crossbowmen, which is decent. They've got dismounted Portuguese knights. No, I'd say actually we get our Norse axemen on the field for the first time, and we actually get to see how good those are, which is very, very good indeed. Now, unfortunately, it looks like they're going to have a really nice big bit of high ground, which is a shame, but not much we can do about it. Right, let's also just make sure we've actually got our kind of cavalry out on the wings, ready to just loop around. That's pretty much what we want to do. And Norse axemen in the middle, Hussars on the outside. Yeah, that'll do for me. That'll do indeed. Start the battle. This will be a small skirmish. Ooh, they have taken advantage of that bloody high ground. Right, remind me what's coming in. It's... just a handful of stuff. Norse swords will be useful. The crossbow militia might be a bit useful, but other than that, it's not great. No, are they actually charging at me? Or are they just turning to face me right now? Let's just make sure we've got a facing on them. And they've got the long-range crossbows as well. Long-range crossbows on the high ground. That's actually going to be a little bit on the difficult side. I have unquestionably got the superior troops. No, they are coming down. Good. Right. Fall back to this sort of position over here. Fall back to, like, over here-ish. And run, if you'd be so kind. And all of you lot, just fast as you can, get over in this direction to join up with us. Okay. They're slowly starting to move down a bit. Just need to... If I was to approach from this angle... Yeah. Approaching from this angle, I think they'd lose a bit of their advantage because this is a bit higher up. So I'm just going to slowly move my troops around in that direction. Yeah, this would be much better over here. This is definitely high ground. Right, let's just reposition these troops who have just rejoined us here. Now, what I'm thinking is I can probably use my crossbow militia as bait. If the ASC's crossbow militia out front, it will want to charge forward to hit it, which I can use to lure them straight into my superior infantry. So, break out that formation and reform with the new one. Lovely. Now we just start slowly pushing forwards until the Pavese crossbowmen are in range, or rather, we're in range of them, and then we basically just start charging around them. The sooner this battle reaches close quarters, the better, because I've got superior troops, but obviously I don't want to actually start running until I'm just outside the Pavese range. Not least is actually, yeah, unlike archers, who can kind of fire over the top of hills, Pavese crossbowmen struggle if they don't have direct line of sight. If I come at them at this angle, then some of them will struggle to fire, because instead of actually firing at me, they'll have to fire, like, up in the air, and actually just kind of, you know, fire straight up and have the bolts drop down on me, which is a lot less dangerous. So actually, using the hill to shield myself against crossbowmen, not the worst idea in the world. Now, at this point, I'd say we start running. And if we just move around them, we can force their battle line to turn to face me, and while it's turning to face me, it can't be firing or loading its crossbows. So let's just start working on that. We're already getting closer and closer and closer. They don't seem to be. Yes, as I suspected, they're now turning to face me. So as a result, they can't actually be reloading or firing. And crossbowmen, it takes them a while to reload and fire. Right, start running in this direction now. They're continuing to turn. And if I can potentially just keep moving up and in this direction, I might be able to pull them off the high ground by literally twisting them off it. That old Rome 1 trick still worked in Medieval 2, which was lovely. Right. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And they can't fire at me for the time being. Let's just move you a little bit more over, yeah, over to here. And in just a moment, I will have the flipping high ground. And my inferior range crossbows will actually get the first shot in at superior range crossbows, which is marvellous. Right. Round over here, round over here, round over here. Cavalry might want a shot at me too at this point. But I think we're looking pretty good for the time being. Do these guys... Yeah, the problem is the same trick might actually mean I struggle, because now I'm not sure I've got a direct shot at these lads. But you know what? Now we just need to say, no, get forward, just charge forward and get into a position. Are they running? They decided they don't want to do this battle anymore. Oh, screw you if that's the case. I've spent a lot of time positioning for this. No, they're just falling back onto flipping low ground, which is fascinating. No, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going forwards. Ah, hang on. I think they're actually up for a bit of a move forward now. Good. The Portuguese crossbowmen have exposed themselves a little bit too far forward. My lads will be able to also get a shot in at them momentarily, and quite frankly, these guys are just eating bolts, so no one else has to. So you guys just stop there and just basically open fire at anything you've got a shot at. And if we're lucky, my heavy cavalry will actually get a good charge in at both of these units right now. They're trying to back off, but they're being a bit slow because they're reloading. And they're in trouble, and they are very, very much in trouble. Right. Stop firing for the time being unless you've got a shot at these guys, which you do not. You've broken at 50 odd, and you're at 30 and still holding for some reason. Don't know why, that's just how it is. Right, those guys are at 50 and running away. These guys are apparently struggling. You know what? No, don't let them get involved. Get upstairs, get upstairs, get upstairs, get up, get back up the hill. Get back up the hill. These guys fire at will. Fire at anything you've got a shot at, my lads. Fire at anything you've got a shot at. Right. Everyone back up here. We've now got a big uphill advantage. And if anyone wants to charge up the hill, I can charge straight down at them. And a great big heavily armed horse thundering down the hill with lancers down. No one wants to take that on. And you guys have got a beautiful shot at those dismounted Portuguese knights. Focus your attention over there. Flipping basic crappy crossbow militia are going to do a lovely job tearing you apart, because this is exactly what they are made to do. Cut through that armor, and with the high ground advantage, oh yeah, there's 99 of you right now, not anymore, there's not, down to 80 flipping 6. Nice, keep getting those attacks in. You know what, screw it, I'm going to put you into skirmish mode, so you do actually back off from these lads, but another round there does another good bit of heavy damage. Very, very nice indeed. Down to 79. We've got mailed knights walking slowly up the hill right now. You know what, you guys, get forward. You've got flipping... What else do we have in terms of... You guys have decided you want to charge into my flipping cavalry, have you? Okay, hang on. No. Spear militia. You guys too. And you guys, Norse Axemen, get on top of these guys. You've decided to run in there. Right, that's fine. Mailed knights, again, have run into my feudal knights. You guys get over there. And you guys, these Norse Axemen, just... Oh, Norse Axemen. Yes, spot flipping on. Oh, Norse Axemen don't really want... You, get down there and hold those guys in position. You as well. You, however, get in the side of these lads. Norse Axemen, prepare to go flipping in. Marvellous. So, in come the Norse Axemen. You plan to do anything? No, you can't be flipping bothered today. Well, that's fine. Right, and as for you guys, what are you doing here? Do you have a shot at anything? Honestly not, right. Those guys have broken. These guys are already collapsing. Get over here. Get in the side of here. Those guys have already broken.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Good, that was the enemy general there. Lovely. Everyone just pile over here. Everyone just pile over here. Honestly, unfortunately, no. Continue the battle. I want these guys ridden down if at all possible. So you guys just make sure those guys don't go anywhere. Actually, most parts of it's cavalry and we don't actually have any scouts with us. That's fine. You just go make sure those guys don't come back. And you make sure these guys don't come back. Marvellous. Right, could have been a little bit more complex there, but quite frankly, with the terrain, I'm pretty happy to have only lost 100 men there. Job done pretty nicely, I'd say, and probably enough strength left over to march straight over to Wales and take that too. As for the Portuguese, however, sorry, you guys are already executed, and we've got ourselves a new guy coming in here, Captain Leofric. Unfortunately, because I executed them, is going to be a dready guy, but that's okay. Drillmaster is Drillmaster's kind of terrible. And never mind, you know what, it's better to have a general than not have a general. So, what actually survived here? No, don't do that. You, get in there, actually. Yes, 75% chance. Lovely, well done. You've also improved yourself quite a bit by doing that. Inconspicuous and adept agent. Lovely. So yeah, we've now got over 50% chance of getting the doors open. Nothing in there, but yeah, dismounted Portuguese knights. And can you train those there? No, I don't think you can. No, they definitely can't train any more of those. Those guys must have come in from abroad. So, you, however, need to basically head down in this direction. Join up with some more reinforcements from Nottingham itself. Ideally, this is it's just a castle. Wouldn't mind bringing some siege equipment to bear there, but maybe don't worry about it too much. You need a little bit of retraining, but nothing major. Yeah, you know what, sure. A single catapult will do the job, together with just a little bit of dismounted Huskarls, who will do an excellent job just kind of chopping through the Portuguese lads in terms of, like, these here, dismounted Portuguese knights. Everything else, heavy infantry should work well against. That means Wales shall belong to us. Very, very nice indeed. And yeah, over in Milton Keynes, let's actually start working on a decent fleet. Because, you know, London has a proud naval tradition, and Milton Keynes even more flipping so. Naval Academy, the first one of these we've built, basically just naval recruitment cost down 10%, and when cannons become a thing, which they should do pretty much any moment actually, at turn 96, we should be pretty much on the real cusp of, cannons becoming a thing. Historically, we're almost flipping there. That will actually be very, very useful indeed. You, by the way, you're just... Okay, don't bother worrying about you. Just leave those guys up there. Just let some pirates be in this part of the world. That's absolutely fine. So, the Portuguese situation taken care of. These Scots, just let them run away because the Pope says don't attack them, so that's fine. We'll kick the Portuguese out of here, and then we just need a strong enough fleet to kick these war galleys away, and then basically that fleet can then just hover around in this part of the world and just keep an eye on things, and that will be absolutely fine. Everything else is okay. Anger's not much I can do, just because of the plague situation. Cannes doesn't really need much, to be perfectly honest. Wouldn't hurt to just have a couple of extra scouts. They're pretty bloody cheap. Yeah, sure, why not, eh? And, yeah, if these guys do decide to attack me, we can handle it. If these guys decide to attack me, we can handle it. Probably better to spend the money down here. Adana's got its dirt roads, which is lovely. Are these mines worth having, by the way? They are... No, they're not very good mines, don't bother. Better instead to just get Adana growing pretty bloody quickly. If I could get up to 4,500 at some point, that'd be marvellous. In fact, actually, as soon as Aleppo's up to 9,000, I'm going to move King Steve over to Adana. Because his main job, actually, he hasn't done much in his life in terms of, you know, being leader. But basically, wherever he goes, there's a great big population explosion. So he is the most charismatic man that has ever lived. Because wherever he goes, everyone suddenly feels rather randy, and immediately they just start popping out children like crazy. So King Steve is just so charismatic, it just kind of, you know, carries over to everyone else too. Jerusalem, do you actually need anything, by the way? I think you're under control. You know what? You're at 19,000. I wouldn't mind a huge city. I'm going to give you the crop rotation at this point. And yes, sorry, Gaza. Once again, you haven't quite got the Master Armourer. But next time I take a massive city and I've got, like, you know, 30,000 floating around, remember to commit 10,000 over to Gaza, where I actually do want to give those guys a Master Armourer, because it will be quite entertaining. Ooh, and we've got the first of the Obudshire, or however you pronounce that in Danish. I'm very, very sorry indeed. Good old Godfred the Handsome, just chilling out here training troops. And you know what? Just because it bothers me, Dongola, you're having a castle just so that your castle looks like a nice stone castle. Because right now it's just bugging me a little bit. Now, thanks to the change that's just been made with this guy going up here, I might actually be able to beat him back to Bulgar. Now, by any chance, yeah. Okay, the fastest way is not to cross the bridge and stick to the road. The fastest way is just to go straight over open ground. Marvellous. Don't need any of those guys, though, I don't believe. Looks like we can make it their next turn. And you most certainly cannot. Marvellous. But the forces of Sarkal, do I want them to start moving south? Would that be worth doing? Just to go and take over... okay, hang on. You move over here, just have a look, see what we're seeing here. So yeah, this is the... How did you just have less visibility? Oh, it's 3 more stacks, obviously, because 2 more wasn't enough. Yeah, say hello to even more flipping stacks. And these guys often have, like, more advanced technology going on, which is they might well have... actually, no. I was expecting to see more fireworks. There we go. Right. Rocket launchers, beautiful, and also trebuchets. So these guys are bringing up more flipping siege equipment. They've already got siege equipment.
Sire.
Just in case you thought this wasn't enough to be scary, obviously the game needed to give them another 3 yet. That's it now. That is the entirety of the Mongol force. So as soon as these 2 have reunified, they will now finally decide where they want to go. But fortunately, it has bought us enough time to, if we're very lucky, get a 3rd citadel and... Wait, is there even another fortress? No, it's 3 citadels and 1 fortress will be what they're going up against. Because hopefully we can get Adana to be a fortress with King Steve's assistance. So, yeah, that will actually be a very, very tough nut for these guys to crack. Though admittedly, if they go to Antioch, that might be a bit easier. Still, not much more I think I can actually do or want to do this turn. Instead, I just need to wait and see whether the Moors or the French want to make a move. And if they don't, then it's time for us to wrap up the Polish Crusade with me actually taking their city, which will be very, very fun indeed. Though actually, potentially if... Oh, no, he probably can't. Sadly, because the Papal States are allies, they could actually join us in the assault if they could actually find a position to stand, like, next to. But I doubt they're going to be able to, because there's literally nowhere for them to get, because... Actually, these guys are showing they might be able to. I think you'd have to, like, go around the outside of this forest here in order to get into this, like, spot right here. But if the Venetians or the Pope can actually make it up to the city, then as a result, they could actually join in the siege, which might be fun, because then I could let them do the heavy lifting. You know, I'll see if they actually make a move in this direction. If they do, I might actually try and reposition myself slightly to make room for me and the Pope's army to march in here together, because that'd be hilarious. Also, my assassin's got nothing else to do and there's a Polish diplomat, so basically screw the Polish. No, don't just kill him with the snake thing. Do something more entertaining. Boo. Also, is that you or King Steve? No, King Steve is no longer noble in rule because he's been ordering assassinations that are literally pointless. King Steve, as it turns out, has a dark side beyond the everybody has sex thing. Also, screw it, let's just get some more flipping dragon boats into production. They're pretty bloody cheap already. Let's just start building a fleet here at Milton Keynes to just chase off the Portuguese once and for all. In fact, I think I can actually get a second one in. Yeah, second one in. Nice. French king continues cowering in Dijon. Very nice. Oh, hang on. Someone's going to go and keep the French king company. Possibly just going to go and give him a reassuring cuddle. It's like, no, don't worry. You're not a bad king. Nobody says you're a terrible king. Everyone's telling him he's a terrible king. Don't tell him, he'll be crushed. Oh, someone's coming out. That might be the king, or it might be the guy who just went to say hello to the king. Oh, the king's just summoned everyone. One by one, they all have to show up just to reassure him he's not utterly terrible, which unfortunately he is. But once more, the French have not decided to attack Paris on this occasion. Instead, we go over to the Imperial turn. Now, the Venetians have decided to loop round there. And probably fight a flipping Polish army that's... Oh, you're sending 2 crusading armies. Right. Okay, why send 1 army when 2 will do the job at twice the price? Or technically none of the price, because you don't pay for crusading armies, right? Well, your economy's going to be in trouble when this crusade's over. Bloody hell, 2 armies in the middle of nowhere. And the Sicilians are back. They're not done yet, apparently. And the Scottish have come to potentially come and have a chat with the Portuguese. Possibly to say, you know what? Have we made a horrible mistake? Should we maybe, like, not have been fighting each other? Admittedly, there's a truce going on already. I wouldn't be surprised if it immediately flowered into an alliance because they're so bloody screwed. And the Russian is just going to hide even further and further in the forest, in the deep, dark northeast of the map where no one can see it. I think the Russian's just cowering from me at this point. Oh, the Moors want to come in, though. Marvellous. Well, this will be good. So, yeah, they've got They've got some catapults, but nowhere near as much as usual. It's actually much more of a traditional assault here. So go on then. I think we've got the strength to handle this. Let's let them have a go. So, what are we going to see here? We are going to see probably the catapults, as usual, pushing forwards first up. So let's just get all our archers up on the walls in sensible positions, ready to start shooting down. That's fine. You guys just be more like that over there. That's fine enough. A good shot at something from up there. You guys, next up over... Oh, wait, you're just peasant archers, aren't you? No, not peasant archers. We don't need peasant archers, damn it. You guys just stay out of the way, like way over here or something. And then one group of proper Norse archers, like, up over, like, here-ish, ready to move if need be. Another unit, like, round... Why are you up there? Get down from up there. You up to... Oh, they don't like being there. It's kind of weird. Yeah, you guys apparently are already there. Fine. So you guys just be here. Again, ready to move if need be. And just more flipping archers all over the shop. If they want to move in, they can try moving in against my archers. That'll be fine. If they want to take the walls, meanwhile, Viking raiders ready to move in will do an excellent job stopping that. So those guys can just hang out over here, ready to be involved. Keep all my cavalry, all these scouts, right at the front. I want all of them at the front, please. Hang on. You. Okay, that's not helping. Where the bloody hell are you? Right, you decided to be over there, have you? Right, that's totally what I just told you to do, sure. Right, screw it. I'll just have them run into position later. Sometimes the game's a bit weird in its pre-setup phase about that. You, the guy who saved Corsica last time, you be in the exact same position again, because who knows, maybe you'll be able to do the same bloody thing a second time. Yes, perfect. You just be in flaming mode, ready to shoot anything that comes through the gates. Right, that should do. Start the battle, and you guys just head over. Actually, you know what? Get out of this gate while you're actually over here. You just come out of this gate, as we've got a gate literally right here, and just ride through the open field to just slam into the side of the catapult if that's what they decide to do. Now, no move yet from the Moors. Guys, you're the one actually attacking this city. Yeah, there we are, as suspected. It is indeed the catapults heading up first, but only 4. So it's not so bad next to what we've seen sometimes. So you guys... just come over here and just start charging in this direction. They're horses, so it's fine to make them run an awful lot. And these things will very slowly move into position. All I need to do, really, is just hit them before they knock down more than one wall. I understand they're going to knock down one wall. I mean, like, actually, if I could hit them before they actually manage to take out a single wall, that'd be beautiful. But I doubt I'm going to be able to be honest. Actually, the horses are already getting into position, quite frankly. You guys... get over here. Actually, more like over here. Don't get too close to these lads over here. Let's just get you into position, please. They're... okay. They're getting oddly close. Okay, fine. I was hoping they might actually get into archer range. If I had long-range archers, they totally would be. But sadly, not quite on this occasion. Now, is anyone else going to respond to these horses? Not yet. Okay. Right. You guys, let's just get... all of you hitting these lads, please. I just want these guys not capable of firing. Not you, though. I want you around the back. So you guys around here. And now, as soon as these guys have made it in, there we are. Now, everyone around here, please. Now, they're going to respond. They're probably going to respond, but quite slowly. In come some spearmen, in come some light cavalry. Just basically get these guys surrounded and panicking and backing off. And if they get too close to me, then all I need to do is... okay, good. 2 of them have already broken. Nice. Right. Just wrap those guys up. Make sure they're not coming back anywhere. And they're probably going to start taking some damage in the time being. Focus on that guy. I want him broken and killed. Thank you. Right. You know what? No, they're not actually firing at me right now. Weirdly, wherever the missile cavalry is, it doesn't seem to be quite in range. So let's just get over here and hit these guys. They're already shaken. Lovely. They're pushing forwards. I just need these guys. Okay, good. Missile cavalry's coming in. Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Get close to the walls. Let the archers tear apart this here missile cavalry. They want to get in there. Don't worry about it. These guys hit bloody hard. That's okay. They can hit as hard as they bloody want. If they decide to pursue me, they're going to get torn to flipping shreds. Run. Just get out of there, please, for the time being. 2 catapults already screwed. Another one abandoned. And I think they've decided they're going to start actually trying to take this city with traditional force. They want to try and do that, they are more than welcome to try. We have got plenty of strength, plenty of archers, plenty of everything floating around. So, here we are. Missile cavalry, looking pretty well armoured, to be honest. Don't really want to charge my light cavalry into those guys. More missile cavalry over there as well. Okay, if they want to try it, they're more than welcome to. I think my towers and all my archers combined against only 34. Let's just get these guys' view of it. Yeah, in comes a whole bunch of stuff. Down to 34. Steady. Backing off already. They're tossing in a bit of stuff, but surely they're going to take more damage than they're doing. Oh, yeah. Down to 26, 25. Lots of fire coming in against them. Beautiful. No sign, however, of, actually, a bit of a sign of trouble coming in over here. In come the ladders on this side. Lots of fire coming in from the archers, however. Lots of good fire. Those are spearmen, not actually that tough. Now, where are you going? One of you is going around the sides here. Just be prepared to move my kind of Viking raiders around a little bit. These guys are backing off. They're not thrilled with what's going on right now. These guys can just basically stand here and make sure the rams don't get into position. Yeah. Good shots from the archers coming in here. These guys are down to 60 and going down fast. If need be, I can basically just go and hit these guys right now. I think I can probably chase them off. Screw it. Get in there. 3 against 1. I think we can just basically chase those guys straight off. No, they're willing to back off. That's fine. Just don't let them get too close. Just back off over here. Oh, someone's firing the catapults. The catapults are still there. You know what? Screw it. Get around here. Get around here at the side. Get around here at the side. Now, what are you guys doing? Okay, I think we can see what you're doing. You're moving around here. Right, one of you round here, please. And the other one of you round to here. Because they're trying to take this wall and this wall. So, my Viking raiders just need to go around in that direction. You guys just need to get around here. This is... Hang on, this is... Okay, if they want to try and pursue me while wavering, take them the bloody hell out, please. These guys are wavering and also there's a tower nearby. And now they're broken. Good. Now, we can get back down over here. Just get down over here and hit the catapult lads in the back. I don't want any catapults here. At this point, they've got nothing left to get into the city because they haven't even taken out a single wall yet. That one's at 18%. They have got a ram coming in, though. This is a much more interesting siege than we usually get out of these bastards. You guys are there. You guys are just desert cavalry. Right. Let's just get you guys around here. Missile cavalry, desert. Enough scouts will be able to take you out. You are probably going to break just from the sheer numbers. Can we get on top of you? Yes, that's fine. Now, what are we going to do over here? Also, what's going on over here? Let's just check everything's fine over here. Yes, everything's got to be fine over here. You guys can take these lads out nice and easy. So just focus on this over here. Actually, looks like there's only nothing here. Right. Go and take out these lads, unless there's more. Oh, no. You guys are going way over flipping here. Right, no. You go over here and guard this thing. So apparently you guys are going over here. Right. Where are my horses? My horses are chasing down you. Don't do that. Head over here, take out these lads. There's, like, not many left, and they've already broken one. So, if we can cause them to break... No, they're running away. Fine, don't worry about it. Hit the catapults in the rear. We'll get a good charge right at the rear here. Rams made it over to the gate, but it's going to take them a while to get in. Meanwhile, these guys are just taking tons of flipping damage. The units queued up here are just being shot apart. There's a whole bunch of siege towers coming at the side here. But once again, it's town militia and spear militia. These guys have cleaned up this by the looks of it. These guys are running through over here. So you guys, yeah, just basically stand right here if you'd be so kind. And yeah, the tower's now activated. This is all okay. So this is the spot right here. Lovely. And attack these guys, please. Ram manages to actually take out the gate, but I've got plenty of heavy infantry inside. This is actually going worse for the Moors than when they just brought nothing but siege equipment, which is quite frankly embarrassing for them. You guys doing a great job over here. These guys are now retreating. The Rams are up, but we have got a lot of flipping heavy infantry coming in. Guys, just get over here. Scouts are... Ah, my scouts are apparently fighting to the death. When did that happen? Okay, apparently my scouts failed to take out a catapult unit. Well bloody done. My scouts have just collapsed. Well, get them out of there because my flipping leader's in there, so I don't want him getting involved. They've stopped the catapults firing for the time being. But yeah, what we do, however, have is you and you. This is all absolutely fine. And you get down there as well. At this point, it's just going to be a massive scrum at the front door. And we've got the archer support, and they've not got anything. So we can just basically get in there, and that's fine. Right, catapults. Do you want to try this? I don't know if this is going to go so wrong this time. It's never going to work a second time. Right, where are the scouts while that's happening? Ah, you know what? Screw it. Let's get a nice charge in at you. 8 left operating that catapult. Let's go back over to this thing. You fired yet? And I think you've... Actually, I think they just did it again. I think they just genuinely started a rout. And that was a good shot. Well bloody done, lads. Okay, beautiful. So that's all worked very nicely. One of you guys pursue. One of you guys get on top of the bodyguard. This guy doesn't get to leave here alive, alright? He just dies here. Okay, good. Those guys are now being driven out. My scouts have failed to cause the break of 8 catapult people. Good. The leader has actually died. Marvellous. Hopefully that will trigger a break everywhere. You guys are now... Yeah, you guys are now breaking and will be captured momentarily. The horses are charging out of there. Sadly, we won't be able to do much to you. And then we've just got 15 artillery left over here. You're wavering already. Get the scouts... Oh! Did you just manage to actually get a boulder off on me? Well, bloody done. Let's just get whatever else we can here. You guys and you guys, if you've recovered, just get over there. Actually, hang on. Where are the siege towers? Where did they end up? Do we know where they were? Because I kind of wasn't paying attention to one of them. Right, you guys are fleeing. One of the siege towers broke here. Where's the other siege tower? There was... Ah, there it is. Right, okay. Looks like it's kind of... Ah, yes, it kind of collapsed. It must have caught fire. Good. Good, good, because I wasn't paying attention to that. You know what? We're unlikely to chase down anything else at this point, because most of it's cavalry. I'd say that's good enough.
All civilized peoples will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Thank you very much, Narrator Man, and I will take that, actually. Yeah, 297 feels a little bit high, but you know what? We're in a castle. We can repair it up. It's fine. I'm pretty happy with that result. And down they all go, and because they've got nowhere to flee into, literally all of them died to the last man. Marvellous. And the Turks continue to pretend they're reinforcing Kaisaria, while they completely bloody fail to. Portuguese, meanwhile... hopefully offering me a truce, because they know which way the wind's blowing. Nope, can't be bothered yet. Shame for them, because they're going to lose Wales, and they've been wanting Wales for so bloody long, but no, they don't get it. Now, as for the Hungarians, they move into position round there. This is fascinating. And also, there's another Hungarian big force that's been vaguely thinking about moving against Nuremberg, you know, again. So let's see if they decide to move in, or if they just want to, like, hang out near the border. No, they just want to put me back under siege. Bloody geniuses, the lot of them. Wait, what? Hang on. What just happened? I swear I just saw something change colour, and I'm not sure what it was, but it worries me, because it looks like it was happening inside my territory. And we've got ourselves... Yep. The Pope is trying to join the crusade. Right now, I'm going to wait an extra turn to allow the Pope to come and join. Also, the Pope's going to come and chat to the Turks as well. I'm not sure what he really wants, but whatever. And in go the Mongols. Hopefully this turn, they should actually reunite or come very, very close to it. Yeah, those guys, because there's fewer of them, are better at moving. So, if we're lucky, they have indeed... There we go. You've pretty much reunited. One great big Mongol army. Lovely. Oh, wait, hang on. Sorry, I think there was an extra 4th one I didn't see over there. Obviously, there weren't enough Mongols yet. And we've got... Oh, hello, there was an odd noise there. That's just the death stalks the land noise. Right, so... Angers continues to be bad. Cardinals, we've got ourselves the Polish Cardinal. They literally excommunicated you, mad bastard, and you're about to bloody siege them. Right, so I think what's going on right now is the Pope would like to get around to this position right here to help out with the siege. And he can, because I can see that he's actually got the movement points next turn to do it. So, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to hold out here and just keep building more flipping towers. Because why not, eh? More towers, lovely. Because I would love the Pope to actually help us with this. That'd be marvellous. And hey, if the Venetians can find a spot where they can join in too, that'd be great as well. Actually, they might be able to. That guy might just be able to loot round the outside of us into that kind of northwest spot if the Pope takes the middle spot. So everyone kind of just crowd in. I would love to do a great big 3-way assault with me, Venice, and the Papal States taking out the Polish capital. That would just be beautiful. So, the situation in Corsica is under control for the time being. Hang on, let's just quickly do a bit of merging to save myself time. There we go, that's a bit better. Right, fix you, fix you, fix you. That's most of the damage already sorted out. We'll fix up the rest later. And do you want a drill square? You know what? Have a flipping drill square. Why not? Also, probably repair the walls. Maybe do that first, in fact. Lovely. Just in case the Corsicans come back, which they always bloody do. And still the French haven't attacked. In fact, they're not even actually building anything, which is kind of unusual. Right, already slightly damaged, and these guys are desperately trying to train more troops, albeit... Actually, you know what? Okay one. These are kind of... these are actually the closest thing in the game to, like, Principes from Rome Total War, which is, you know, not great on the defense, decent enough melee attack, they can totally stand and fight, but they've also basically got the equivalent of the Peeler to toss in first. So actually, they've got a bit more than Peeler. They're armor-piercing, and also they've got quite a few of them. They're kind of... they sit halfway between skirmishers and actual frontline infantry. They're kind of cool, actually. I like them. Still, let's just join these guys up with the new troops we've trained there. Get you right over here. Lovely. And I would say very, very soon indeed we'll be ready to go and lay siege to Wales. I mean, quite frankly, I'm willing to offer, yeah, ceasefire to Scotland, but apparently that's very demanding.
If you're looking to offend us, you've succeeded.
Well, you know what? I consider it a bonus. And apparently now they're annoyed at us. Beautiful. Right, at some point I should send... We've still got 8 turns for Paris, so... we're not exactly in trouble yet. Oh, we've got an amazing spy over in Cannes. Right, let's send you over to Rennes over here, just to keep an eye on things. Just a family member over there, nothing major. 70% chance of opening up the gates here. Not much here, to be honest. Could just send a small force straight over there purely to deal with those bastards. Might not be the stupidest thing in the world to do. Could do with maybe just a handful more dismounted Hussars, together with, yeah, 1 catapult to get in. Yeah, 2 dismounted Hussars, 1 catapult. Let's just send you guys over there. Just keep taking territory off France here. Apart from Dijon. They get to keep Dijon forever, just because it's hilarious. It's a shame I can't just send over the forces of Angus, but no, I don't dare risk spreading the plague at this point. In fact, yeah. Plague is still very much in play, unfortunately, so while I'll keep these guys a bit strengthened, just in case the French attack, I don't dare move them out, not just yet. What do I ever give over in Rheims? I'll just train a new spy there, just so I can keep a spy permanently by Dijon, because I'd like to keep an eye on the French king. Also, oh, blimey. Portuguese force there is a little bit on the strong side. Right, bigger than I was expecting. Going to need more fleet. Right, good, good, good. In which case, dragon boat ×2. And 1 longboat, lovely. Iron Einstein, what can you train? You've only got longboats, but surely Pesantwerp, you must have something better. Yes, dragon boat ×3. Lovely. Let's get some flipping ships in production. Screw it. Let's just get some longboats tossed in there as well. We're actually building a fleet for once. Marvellous. Right, as I'm actually waiting for the troops to move into position for the Crusade, and also waiting for France to make their move, probably, I'd say, what we want to do is actually end this turn pretty much immediately. We've got a whole bunch of stuff just being prepared at the minute. Good job on here. Nothing else we need to do. Just keep an eye on this, by the way. Yeah, that's still just the Egyptians. Someone should go and take care of that. When I say someone, I'm going to go take care of that. There we are. I took care of that. Beautiful. I've sunk the Egyptians, and hopefully the Pope is thrilled with me. You probably get back into port now. Ah, wait, hang on. Don't forget to do one thing. You go over there and make sure, just to make sure we actually get there, send you ahead of time to put this place under siege, and then everything else merges into you. Lovely. So, you put this place under siege. Honestly, do we need to bother with any of it? I'm not sure we can be bothered to go inside this city. There's a lot of peasants and peasant archers, to be honest. I think we could just basically chop our way through. You know what? Screw it. Let's actually just get this guy set up here. Let's just build a whole bunch of siege towers. A couple of rams just in case too. Against peasant archers and peasants, I suspect we can just basically push into the walls and just chop our way through everything. I say that, the wall defences will still be terrifying, so maybe not. Still, that's the final Russian city right there. This is how we're going to make peace in the world. We're just going to kill everyone who's at war with me. Ooh, Paris is into flipping red at this point. I should probably lower their flipping tax rate. And more troops just... Oh yeah, there's a lot of flipping generals floating around Dijon. What is the French king planning? Okay, a little bit of movement around here too, but nothing major. Nothing to worry about anyway. And once again, no move on Paris. The French is very happy to sit outside the walls and do nothing. They can't wait too long. Sooner or later, Angus is going to recover from the plague. And when it does, there's going to be a very, very big angry army just down the road from Paris. And speaking of which, oh no, I hope the Venetians didn't just flipping block the path. Oh no! No, the Venetians have taken the spot I thought the Pope was going to take. Right. hopefully the Pope can still squeeze through and we can still do a really awesome three-way assault. Oh, actually, it'll probably still be a three-way assault. Just be 2 Venetian armies and also me. So if the Pope can't get involved, that'd be a shame. It's nice to see the Pope actually on the battlefield, but, you know, it would still be good. And it looks like the Venetians deciding to engage in a bit of diplomatic wrangling via their merchants over in my territory, close by to our house. Portuguese, last chance to beg for a ceasefire. Nope, they're not taking it. Screw them. We'll just take Wales off them. In fact, it looks like they might be considering evacuating. They're abandoning the city and bringing up their fleet. As for Poland, no sign of any reinforcements there. Nothing they're going to be able to do. Hungary is... Wait, what is Hungary doing? Nope, nothing. I think they're just repositioning. Now, come on, you're... Oh, yes. Oh, your popiness. Oh, I love you. Oh, this is amazing. It's going to be an amazing, potentially... Is that 4-way? There might be actually a 4-way assault there. Oh, this is going to be so cool. This is going to be the best flipping thing. And in comes the Pope to have a chat. If it's call off our alliance right this second, I'm basically attacking the Pope. Nope, never mind. Good, good, good. And those guys just going to chill out together. Lovely. And having reunited, we might be even luckier. Potentially the Mongols might have decided in their new position they want to go and clear out Turkey, because that looked like a vague movement to the east to me. And in we come. Let's just lower the tax rate in Paris, so they're happier about being under siege. I failed a mission. Oh, I failed to assassinate that guy again. Oh, wow. Multiple cities ready to upgrade. Beautiful. Throw some money at that problem then. More problems. Prague too. Beautiful. More money to be thrown at problems. Lovely. And our house. Ooh, our house. Soon to be a beautiful, epically grand city. Marvellous. Faction announcements, nothing. Ooh, adulterous? Torren of Nordby, what would your wife say? Dear oh flipping dear. And as for diplomatic information, yes indeed. The Hungarians apparently weren't at war with the Polish already, but whatever, eh? And the Venetians have indeed... The Venetians have attacked Sicily. Well, I am thrilled about that. One of my allies has attacked one of my enemies. Quite frankly, I'd say that is very, very good news indeed. But, oh yeah. Yeah. This I like the look of. Because if we simply attack these guys... Oh, yes. Yes. Against the 940 men of Poland, in come 2,355 of my men, 1,500 from Barbas the Mad, because the Venetians just love mad people, and the Papal States have also brought some people too. Oh yes, that's going to be beautiful. So, next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will kick off with a 3-way assault to wrap up a crusade, and I will just sit back and let the Papal States of Venetians do the work, because I do enjoy just watching and commentating the AI attacking itself. That will be great flipping fun, and when it's done, I get the city regardless, because I'm the one that started the siege, so that's just flipping perfect. So, that will come next time, together with us figuring out what the bloody hell we're going to do with Paris. Wait, hang on. Angers has recovered, and this guy hasn't died of plague. Well, isn't that just flipping bloody convenient? Oh, French forces, you're in flipping trouble right now. And after that's done, yeah, we've got ourselves a new spy. Then head down in this direction. Go and have a little look-see. Oh, yeah. And with the French king so weak, his forces are starting to rebel all around him. Wait, hang on. That's a family member. Hang on. There's the... There he is! We found him. Wait, what? What? Hang on. Why is he gone? He's 5 out of 10 authority. What the bloody hell's happened here? Right. Is that a different guy? I don't remember him looking like that. Wait, hang on. Right, something interesting might have just happened. We might need to have a little look at him and figure out what the bloody hell's going on here. Right, we will investigate that next time together with, yes, the most epic end to a crusade you have ever seen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd. And this has been Medieval 2 Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye. No, sadly, I cannot be the Santa Claus of murder tonight. So apparently, even though this thing is... Oh, no, you can't. No, you most certainly can't. Okay. Is that the symbol meaning I'm about to pull her over? Yep, there we are. Oh! I feel like she didn't necessarily survive that. No, she's very dead.